Alright, what's going on guys, the Saiyan17 here, and this video is going to be about my final thoughts on Dragon Ball Xenoverse before it releases here in North America. Now the game is officially out in Japan. A lot of people have already posted walkthroughs and let's plays and basically a ton of gameplay. I've watched a lot of videos and I'll be honest, the more I watch the less I am interested in the game. Now hear me out here, by no means am I saying this game sucks, okay? I don't want idiots in the comments section twisting my words. Listen, let me just say this, because some people still might think that I hate these new types of Dragon Ball games. Listen, I'm a Budokai fan. Yes, it's true. I also like Tenkaichi games, but I've given every Dragon Ball Z game a chance. And I've also finished them all. I bought Ultimate Tenkaichi the day it came out. I bought DBZ for Kinect the day it came out. I bought a Kinect, that pile of crap, glorified webcam, just so I could play Dragon Ball Z on it. And I even finished that game. I also bought Battle of Z the day it came out. I give every one of these games a chance, but not a single one of them has lived up to the hype. Before I came on YouTube, I told myself I wasn't going to be one of those people who will just blindly hype up shit. A lot of people are already saying that Xenoverse is the greatest Dragon Ball Z game ever made, even though they haven't even played it yet. I'm not here to do that. For all I know, it might be the greatest Dragon Ball Z game, or it could be complete trash. I'm not saying anything until the final version comes out and I've actually bought it and played it. Now overall, the network test, which is the only time I played the game, was pretty good. But my biggest complaint was the movement. It felt like a clunky mess. It did not feel smooth. It felt like I was controlling a robot, you know? And I hope that's fixed in the final version. Another thing I noticed in the gameplay that everyone is uploading is the fact that way too much time is spent running around or flying around and trying to hit your opponent rather than actually hitting them. So that's kind of weird. I want to touch a bit on the character roster as well. I don't know the complete roster as of yet. I don't know who the secret characters and transformations are, but I will say this. There are some characters in this game that could have been replaced by people who fans actually care about. For example, Frieza Soldier. Seriously, who is going to play as Frieza Soldier? You could have easily saved that slot for someone like Janemba or Bojack or Cooler, characters who people actually cared about. And please do not tell me, well, you can just make the character yourself. I should not have to do the developer's job for them. Also, I just noticed this yesterday, but apparently Majin Vegeta is not in the game. Why? He's one of my favorite characters. He's not in the game. The game clearly goes past the Buu arc, but they left out one of the most important characters, Majin Vegeta. That doesn't really make any sense to me. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about the number of characters and saying that it's too small. And let me just say this. I have no problem with how many characters are in this game. I believe in quality, not quantity. As long as every character plays differently, I'm down for that. You guys have seen which Dragon Ball Z games I play the most, right? Budokai 3 and Burst Limit. Xenoverse has more characters than both of those games. Burst Limit has like 20 something characters and I still play it every day. So to me it doesn't really matter as long as you have the main characters from the different story arcs. I'm good with that. But seriously, Majin Vegeta is one of the main characters from the Buu arc and I'm not sure why he's not in the game. That's kind of stupid. The graphics still look really good. YouTube obviously compresses the quality, so I can't wait to see how the finished product looks in person when I play it on my TV. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys again, and I also said this when I made a video about the network test. I'm not into the whole character creation. That seems to be the main focus of the game. All the trailers and commercials are pushing this whole character creation, and it's good, but I've never really been into the whole stuff, especially in a Dragon Ball Z game. When I buy a Dragon Ball Z game, I buy it to play as Goku and the other characters. I want to be them, which I can, and it's awesome, but I don't really care about character creation. The only time I care about that stuff is when I'm playing a game like Skyrim, or something where a character creation is actually necessary. In a Dragon Ball Z game, not so much. It's a cool feature to have for those that want it, but I feel like it's been overhyped a bit, a little too much, and hopefully it hasn't taken away from the other things in the game, because to me it's much more important to play as the Dragon Ball characters. I don't give a crap about my guy. Why does my character matter? I grew up with Goku and his friends. I look up to these guys and I want to play as them. That's what all the other Dragon Ball Z games were about. And don't get me wrong, I like change and it's nice to see this character creation, but to me it's not the main focus and it never will be unless I'm forced to play it so I can unlock stuff. Then I have no choice, do I? Something else I wanted to talk about was the sound effects in the game. It feels like some of the developers got a little lazy, and this is such a minor problem, but that's just how my brain works. I can't help but notice these little things, you know. The sound of some of the energy attacks are the same. For example, Goku's Kamehameha and Goku's Spirit Bomb have the same sound effect, which doesn't make sense to me, but okay. You guys should go on YouTube and search for it. Maybe I've lost my mind, maybe I'm insane, but some of the sound effects are the same, and that's a little sad that they didn't pay attention to those little things, but whatever, right? Other than all those things, guys, it's a new year, it's a new Dragon Ball game, and deep down inside, my inner child is screaming in excitement. You guys know me, and maybe some of you will agree, but I have not actually enjoyed or fell in love with a Dragon Ball game since Burst Limit, which came out in like 2008. All the games after Burst Limit and Infinite World have been disappointing to me, especially Ultimate Tenkaichi and Battle of Z, and I hope this is a good one. The only reason I'm still positive right now is because this is a Dimps game, and they have an amazing track record. They've never disappointed me. They make quality games that can be played for a long time, and hopefully I can say the same for Xenoverse, because the previous game, Battle of Z, was sitting on my shelf in less than a month. I've never touched it ever since. Anyways, I'm just repeating myself at this point, so I'm gonna go now. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below, and I will see you next time. Peace out.